offer me your energy. I ask of you, please!
Push speed. Thank you so much for the share. Appreciate you. We'll get started here in like 1 minute. Running a little behind, I apologize. In the meantime, groove with the music. All right, welcome, one and all.
Little Purple Bet says hoy DD.
Yo, what's going on, Purple? You done with your stream and stuff? Everything else? How'd it go? Everything go good? My mic's all tweaked. Sorry if that's popping in everyone's ear. I'm trying to fix my mic. Apologize. Oh, yeah, Purple.
Little
Did your
Purple
4
Bet
hours?
says, did my furs. Haven't finished it yet, but all week I moved furniture XD.
Did you really? Yeah, I did 5.5 hours
Little
this
Purple
morning.
Bet says, so I'm all tender from sitting at my
I
desk.
know, I can tell. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Tell me about it. I did 5.5 hours this morning, and now I'm probably going to do another 4 or 5 hours again. So, yeah.
Please offer me your energy. I ask of you, please!
Get all stiff and everything else, especially an old man like me.
Little Purple Bet says it's funny how it doesn't hit you until you relax and showered.
Oh, yeah. Yep. It happens. It happens. But I appreciate you being here. Welcome, one and all. So, last Caretaker.
Little Purple Bet says I feel like I got hit by a truck XD.
Yeah. Now, try that after having 2 back surgeries in 9 months, going through physical therapy, and then still doing this. So, yeah. My body is like, that's why I have to get up every couple of hours or so, because of that. So, you got to kind of gauge and see how your body feels, you know?
Little Purple Bet says I only had 1 back surgery. Knocks on wood.
Hey, good for you. Good for you. Okay, so I'm hoping this backup slot takes me far enough back, so I really don't want to have to restart this game. It says there's one that's 15 days, one that's 14, and one that's 14. Let me try the 15-day backup slot.
Miss Start says you got this.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Virgil Marcus 5 says, did you ever get inside of that factory that wouldn't open?
No, so Virgil, it was a glitch. It was a bug because I watched other people's streams and they did the same exact thing I did. And what ended up happening is those circles that we thought were pressure plates, they're not pressure plates. They open up and the rollies come out of there. And then you have to defeat them and then the doors open. I never had that.
Little Purple Bet says you were telling me how you had to PCS. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, I've so basically the way my 2 PC system set up is I have one specific for streaming. Okay, so I have a capture card running to it from my gaming PC. So you can max out the load on your gaming PC without worrying about, too much, so to speak, trying to do like, say, a 1 PC system where you're trying to do your streaming software, all your overlays, everything else, and trying to play a game.
Callum says you fixed IT.
I fixed it. I fixed it. So with the 2 PC system, the reason why, there was a couple of reasons why I went to it. For one, it kind of level loads the balance of what's going on. So I can optimize my play on my gaming machine, and then I can optimize my stream quality on my streaming system, and both can handle that load. The other thing is, if your gaming PC ends up crashing, say on a game or something like that, if that system goes, I don't lose my stream. I keep everything all united and everything's still functioning, and I just reboot up the PC, the gaming
Callum
PC.
says what was the solution for the save?
I have no idea yet. No, I didn't fix it yet. I don't know. I got to go into this. I was just explaining my setup, my PC setup. So, basically, you have 2 PCs, one for streaming and one for gaming.
Lil Purple Bat says it never crossed my mind to do that. That's really smart. If you have extra funds for it.
It took me a while. So I had the gaming PC first, which was a beast of a computer, and I was streaming from that plus gaming. And then I came across another system about 8 months later. So I had to build myself up for it, you know, and work up for it. Came across another system about 6-8 months later, and it was basically a detuned version
Callum
of my
says,
gaming
hey,
system.
A lot of high-rep streamers do it takes the load off the main PC. Very useful.
It is, and you can add a lot more overlays and everything else, and it doesn't affect your lag, your quality, your FPS, or anything. So, so with the two systems, it's a little complex, because what you have to do is, for your routing, you have to route everything through a soundboard. So I have the Rodecaster Pro 2 soundboard, which is a really good soundboard, but it's kind of finicky and it takes a little work. All of this system setup that I have here to learn how to do the 2 PC stream, it took me months to learn how to do it. There's information out there, but it's like very tattered information, and they don't give you the full gist of everything. So it was more of a learning process. It realistically, when I got the second PC and wanted to do a 2 PC stream, it took me a month and a half to get everything dialed in. Either one was going down, the other one was going down, sound was working on one, sound wasn't working on the other. There was a lot of different things. And then throw into the mix Windows updates that would come through would screw up everything. So I was constantly dealing with that. So it was a general learning curve. But like I said, Purple, I'll send you all the details and everything else. I'll DM you. And then what we can do is we can link up on Discord if you have a Discord and everything else. I'll link up there and I'll send you all the specs and everything else. So, hey.
Lil Purple Bat says something people don't say about streamers. You become a jack of all trades.
You do, kinda. There's a lot of different things. And one thing that a lot of people don't realize, I don't think anyway. So I didn't think about this. But when you stream, especially when you do like multi-streaming like me, you need all the dashboards for each of those platforms that you're supporting, because you do have those people that just want to give you a bad time come in there, and you need to know how to remove those individuals, but keep the stream positive and going forward. And it took me a while to learn that. I used to freak out and just shut off my stream. I don't do that anymore, obviously. So it's just, there's a lot to learn.
Lil Purple Bat says, do you have mods for all platforms?
I do. And I'll tell you about that too in the DM. There's a trick I use. So, but yeah, so a lot of these big time streamers, they have separate mods, but they also have additional programs to do all of that stuff for them. So it takes their stress off of having to worry about, okay, am I managing my stream and then trying to interact with the people? You don't have to do that with a lot of the upper tier systems that these guys have set up, because the system basically has the built-in AI, so to speak. I hate using that term, but it has the built-in AI to handle a lot of the stuff that they need it to handle right off the bat. So it takes the stress off of that actual streamer where they can just produce, you know? So I'm not there yet, obviously. I won't be there for a long, long time.
Little Purple Bed says sounds good. Definitely feel free to reach out.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, one and all. So we're going to go see if my previous save gets us before we had the glitch within the system. If it didn't, I have to restart last Caretaker all the time. Why? I thought it was funny. So I want to see where I'm at. Please be.
Chad K says, lol, no, I'm not.
Woo! Hey, peeps. The previous save puts me back at the warehouse refueling. Oh, thank God. I do not have to start over. I was so worried. I was so worried. So we're good.
Harpy Vamp says when I logged into YT it said live and 1 viewing. Then it started the stream from the morning.
That's so funny. I still think that's funny. So yeah, chat, they were messaging me last night and they're like, "Hey, I see you on the YT. I can't get you on the TT." And I'm like, "I'm not even streaming. What are you talking about?"
Harpy Vamp says now Chad won't let it go.
It's great. It's funny. I love it. I really do love it. All right, so we're gonna shut this off. Hey, Heartbeat, thank you so much for the heartbeat. I appreciate you.
Chad K says she missed the stream earlier today.
Yeah, she did. She didn't even pop in for that one. She's like, hell with you. When I'm actually live, she doesn't appear. Hey, Chad, thank you for the heartbeat. Okay, so what I was doing was I was checking to make sure that my previous save got us before we had that glitch.
Harpy Vamp says I was having a bad day at work.
Hey, no
I
worries.
had 3 meetings today.
Hey, no worries. When I go back to work, I'll have probably 8 to 10 meetings per day. I'm not looking forward to that, but... Alrighty. Let's go ahead and let's get the hell out of here, Frankie. Hey, Richard, how are you?
Harpy Vamp says mine involves payroll.
Yeah.
Chad K says I'm sure she would have rather been watching you, lol.
Yes, absolutely.
Scott says I'm still stuck in camera setup on my boat. I'm trying to record 3 or 4 cams to 1 portable device.
Say what? Still stuck in camera setup on my boat? What does that mean?
Chad K says what happened to all the trees.
It's because
Harpy Vamp says I may pass out watching now.
it's hey, there you go, ASMR or whatever they call it. It's because I don't have any more poop to put in there, so then they de-res like that. I got to get more poop and then they'll pop back. They're okay though. They're okay. I need to check something. Something's weird.
Scott says maybe we didn't have that conversation, and I thought we did.
No, I didn't know. I don't know what you're talking about, Scott, to be honest with you. I'd be happy to help if I knew.
Santa says hi.
Hey, what's going on? You know, after this last update, it's really wigging out my system. So we'll see how it goes. It's it's responding really weird.
Chad K says it is super clear on both BTW.
Okay, good. The boat's going okay. It's this is the latest. They did a patch update yesterday. and my system is not liking it. I'm getting huge frame loss. I'm gonna do something real quick. Yeah, see, I'm getting lag like crazy. I may have to. I'm gonna have to exit to desktop. I need to check something real quick, chat. So bear with me a second. It may be forcing me to use DX12, DirectX 12, and for some reason my system has never liked DX12 for this game. Let me do this.
Scott says, long story short, I bowfish and I started a media company for recording our trips.
Oh, that's really cool.
Harpy Vamp says, I guess that means you need to play a different game.
No, Harpy. This is what I'm playing. I'm playing a different game. Okay, DX11. All right, let's do that. Run this again. I'm gonna have to check the general settings too, just to see.
Harpy Vamp says you'd be worried if I didn't try.
Yes, I would be. Oh.
Jordan says lol. Chad K says even if he streamed another game, you are going to sleep.
Yeah, you're going to go to sleep in like an hour anyway. Okay, that's running better. I think. We'll find out. We will find out.
Chad K says she's in bed already.
Hey, see?
Scott says I have acquired a large handful of outside rear-view mounted cans off of semis from work that I...
The hell's going on with this update?
Harpy Vamp says I'm dealing with an allergic reaction and I took Benadryl at 4:15 p.m. Chad is being mean.
Chad, stop being mean. What the hell is going on here? What is this going to? It's my diesel.
Chad K says the dog just got lost in the open curtain.
Do I have any poop on me? I don't.
Harpy Vamp says I miss the trees.
Well, I gotta find more poop. But there's an issue. What the hell's going on?
Scott says want to permanently mount to incorporate for off-angle shots.
Oh,
but
okay.
having trouble finding a good. Harpy Vamp says log out and restart at the same point. Scott says portable interface.
Anything else dangling? I feel like I am missing something there.
Harpy Vamp says that is a loaded question.
I didn't even do this. All right, we're gonna spend half the day trying to put the ship back together. What? Something happened, Richard.
Harpy Vamp says what the heck happened to your ship?
This latest update they just did completely screwed everything up. Okay, so... why are we here?
Chad K says, did the deaths fix it?
No.
That guy says happened with my game too.
Did it? Yeah, everything is all... They just did a bug update yesterday, and now everything is all screwy. It happens sometimes. They go to fix a bunch of other bugs, and then new bugs come in. Okay, so now we got everything seems to be powering and running. Am I gonna crash into anything since I've been kind of sailing without paying attention to where I'm going? Where am I? Yep, I missed our turn. Well, I hope everything works the way it's supposed to.
Says, I think I need to sleep. This is more Chad's game to watch. Unless you want to go pet a shark.
Yeah, I'm not going to pet any sharks. I am not petting sharks. Well, that kind of explains why it was saying... that I'm running out of fuel.
Well, then, good night.
Alrighty, good night. Hold on, chat.
Harpy Vamp says, well then, good night, asterisk, asterisk.
I'm just flustered, Harpy, because everything is, like, disengaged. And I'm having to re-put back the ship.
Chad K says, we just won't tell her you're going to pet a dolphin.
Yeah.
Harpy Vamp says your ship is ruined.
My ship's ruined. I put a lot of time and energy into this, so that's why I'm flustered. Okay, hold on a second.
Harpy Vamp says shark. Nitrogen monoxide dolphins.
Yep. Let me just disconnect this stuff and restart. Sorry, chat. I gotta get this fixed. Something's screwy in here, and it's not working right. Hey, thank you so much for the goat. Appreciate it. We got 8,600 likes at least. Good. Gonna go here. And from here, I want to go here. And from here, I want to go to this. And from here, I want to go to this. And from here, I need to go to this. Okay, these didn't derez. I don't think. Yep, they did. Yep. Hey, thank you so much, 40, for the heartbeat.
40 says, "What's up, big dog?"
Yo, thank you so much for the popular as well. What do I have on the lower deck? So on the lower deck, I've got 16 medium-sized batteries. This will basically, what's it doing down here? This will basically power a small city. And then I have 8 oil canisters here, 8 oil drums, and then I generally put an additional 3 to 4 up here.
40 says boat forest gain.
Yep, yep. I generally put 3 to 4 up here, and when I go to my oil rig, I grab all the oil or the oil that it pumps out. It'll pump out into these containers, and I take this oil back to my other warehouse where I do the whole refinery process to make petrol, diesel, and everything else in between. So, these are all my containers. I have them on the ceiling, on the side. In here are all my components for the memories that I find and all the locations. This is all the food to make up
my job told me this morning closed till the 13th.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Hey Wanderer, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. I'm sorry to hear that, 40. Hopefully everything works out. I know how much you've been dealing with stuff like that, so this material here is what you end up making your shakes, your protein shakes.
All good. I DoorDash on the side, so should be good.
Yeah, as long as fuel prices don't keep going up. But I think DoorDash also works out a deal with you guys now too, to kind of help pitch in some extra for that. Not positive, that's just what I heard. So this is all the material that you need to make the food supplement for your cloning. In here are like the coffee seeds that I have, my paints. Hey, I do have a little bit of bio waste.
$1 a gallon is kind of crazy, and DoorDash sends $15 every now and then to gas.
Okay. All right. And then, let's see. So I got all my paints and stuff like that. And here I've got cash. I just, you know, it's like the extra thing. But all of this is all my materials and everything else. These are all my weapons and stuff like that.
Not terrible, but man, it's really only busy and good paying on the weekend.
Yeah. So I've got near the engines, the diesel engines, where these are all medium batteries. Here's the diesel engines. This is my electric motor. More medium batteries, and then these are just oil containers to carry oil. Really, Steve? You're gonna run out of fuel in a...
40 says brand spanking new update or what?
You keep your engine tanks near on your save? Oh, okay. You keep your diesel tanks near your engines? Yeah, I don't. I run my diesel is all right here in the middle. And this is it for fuel. So because I have the way that I have it set up, and I got to finish doing my diesel run here in a second. Oh, okay. Yeah, mine's different than that. And you can actually, if you wanted to, you can mount everything underneath your ship. So you can mount all your fuel tanks and stuff. That's what a lot of people have started doing with the new snap feature. They can just mount all their tanks underneath their ship. The name of the game is Last Caretaker. What the hell is going? Whatever. Okay, so what I've done is...
Shibby Bra says, have you ever considered whether or not Kim Possible would be a good security guard at a mini mall?
I don't know. Possibly. It's possible. Yeah, no worries. No worries. It's all right, Mobile. Thank you so much for liking the live. I appreciate it. So basically what I've done is way up north is Black Vein. This is where your oil refinery is.
A new follower.
Yeah, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Sure, it's Kim Possible. 40, thank you for a galaxy, man. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, Black Vein is your...
Scott says, Dane, the new music makes me want to unfollow and follow.
You're so funny.
The least I could do for you, my friend.
Hey, I appreciate you. Shibby, thank you so much for liking the live. I appreciate it. So Black Vein is your main refinery. Okay? I have a refinery thing all set up there. The problem with Black Vein is the weather is nasty, and it's a pain in the ass for a lot of your missions are all over here and all down here. So you're going to keep going back and forth, or you got to carry a shit ton of diesel tanks and other things. So what I do is I transport my oil that this pumps out into those oil tanks that you saw on my rig. I have Sanctuary Dock 12 set up as a refinery, and I do all my fuel there. And I very seldom have to go back to Black Vein. So in, 10 hours worth of gameplay, I'll maybe go to Black Vein once. 10 to 12 hours, actually, maybe even more. Because I don't have to worry about it, because I got a refinery here. And then over at Spaceport, I got a full-on refinery and everything else also established there too. So I got 2 main refineries with oil. So I have more than enough fuel to last me a long time. I don't have to go back to Black Vein very often. I don't like going back to Black Vein very often. Every time I go there, I've got 20-foot swells, and it's just nasty. So, yeah, that's what I use. Sanctuary Dock 12 is my main fuel storage location because it's in between Lazarus and the spaceport. So that's what I use too, Mark. It just makes it easier for me. You can, but, it's just there's no point in, from here, I have oil here, so I can make all the fuel I need. And with with the 14 oil tanks that I have at Dock 12, it makes 14 diesel loads. It'll do that like 5 or 6 times before it runs dry. So that's more than enough fuel. But I mean, everyone plays this game a little bit differently. There's things that they like to do. There's things that they don't like to do and stuff like that. That's what's cool about the game, right? So you can kind of make it your own. Yeah, you can do that. You can spend the whole day doing, making oil runs and doing all kinds of stuff and everything else. That's what's cool about the game. You're not tied to just one location and one thing. So. Is it? That's cool. Yeah, see everything. That's why I wasn't getting my power. Nothing. Yeah, it does. It has infinite
new
possibilities. It really does. Hey, No Candle, thank you so much for the follow. Let's see. So I had some, yeah, I had some lines that are down. Let me fix these. Because they're crossing and doing all kinds of wonky stuff. Okay, so we got that in. We got that in. That. Okay, we got that. These need to be disconnected. And chat, if you're new, if you tap the follow, my TTS will read out your comment. I try to keep up with all the comments and things that people are talking about. I'm also trying to figure out I'm trying to get my fuel setup all cleaned back up, because after the last patch they did, it screwed everything up, made it all wonky, as it usually does. I have this running. There we go. We pumping? We're pumping now. Everything is good. Yeah, Brandon. Name of the game is Last Caretaker. Game is called Last Caretaker. And, what now? Okay. Oh, with the fort? Yeah, I've done it a lot of different ways. This is like my 24th setup on this ship. So basically, in a nutshell, Brandon, or not Brandon, basically in a nutshell, Earth has been overcome by water and aliens. And prior to this happening, all this devastation happening, the top Earth scientists and stuff got together.
Jack K says better save low.
Oh yeah, I better save, huh? The Earth's top scientists got together. They figured out a way to clone humans. They also, during this time, built a space station, a space community in orbit. And they also created, like, this robot here, plus a bunch of other robots.
A new follower.
Thank you so much. And these robots' main task was humans would send them down to Earth. The robots would go around and they would grab human seed. This human seed would then be taken to a cloning facility, and the robots would clone humans and then launch them back into space and continue to grow the human population up in space. That was the goal. I'm the last caretaker now. There's only one robot, and that's me. The only other robots in the game are evil robots that are protecting facilities and other things. And then it's full of aliens. So my goal in this is to go and find the human seed, clone humans, and send them up to space. I have 21 humans up in space right now. I've got about 235 hours into this game. There's a lot of different things that you can do. You can make it your own and do your own tasks. I'll show you right here. I don't know why it's turning off the power.
Mark says, what's your go-to when it comes to taking care of the egg sacs?
The egg sacs, I use my explosive rounds. You can use the flamethrowers, but the problem with the flamethrowers is sometimes you get frame drop depending on the location that you're at and all the activity that's taken place. So I use explosive rounds. The trace rounds, They're explosive rounds, and they work fantastic on them.
Mark says I usually use the large fire grenades.
Yeah, you can use those too. So these are all my humans up in space. They actually have names now, which is kind of cool. And their overall skills, their location, their years, and then how many days in space now? That's different.
Mark says I never thought of the explosive rounds.
Yeah, the explosive rounds work fantastic, especially on when you hit the base with those explosive rounds. You don't have to worry about that pod coming back. It actually dissolves everything. They work really well, and they're inexpensive, so they're pretty relatively easy to make. So these are all my humans.
Now Brandon says, what do the machines you have? Do almost looks like an automation type thing.
The what now? The machines? I have all kinds of different machines. Which ones in specifically are you talking about?
Not Brandon says like the pumps you were messing with.
Oh, okay. So this is my diesel fuel. This all pumps into my diesel tank because my ship runs on diesel and electric. So if I want maximum power and be able to go from place to place and do long journeys and stuff like that, I have diesel. And then I also have wind turbines up here, which create electrical for all my electrical needs. And then down below, over here, I have my medium-sized batteries. These are like battery backups in a way. So these power everything as well. I have a fabricator.
Not Brandon says this looks pretty cool. I searched it up. I wish it was multiplayer.
Nah, it would ruin it being multiplayer. It's not that kind of game. It really isn't. You'll find out why when you start to play it. It would not work as a multiplayer game. I do need to get these going though, and these stop pumping. Makes no sense. This should be pumping. Oh, disconnected.
Mark says that's true. It really isn't a good multiplayer type game.
It isn't. It would ruin it, and you'll find out when you play it. You'll find out what I'm talking about when you play it. I can't even get this. Yeah, I'll have to reach out to the devs. This new update is really wonky. I'll send them this file so that they can take a look at it. I don't need this one actually. So this is a saltwater purifier here, and this
Mark
is a saltwater
says
pump.
Really not enough in the game for it to be a multiplayer.
There's a ton in the game. There's a lot in this game. The game's massive. I mean, the number of quests alone. So these are all your quests. That's a lot within a game. And then the map itself is massive.
I'd like to be used as a
Oh, yeah. No, exactly. Maybe in the future they could come up with something like that, but yeah.
Ghost of Mrokers says late night vibes.
Late night vibes, man. I know.
Please offer
I
me your
just...
energy. I ask of you, please.
Yeah, it is set up to be done single. Thank you so much for sharing the live. Yeah, Ghost, I did 5.5 hours today already on my first stream. And then now I'm probably going to go another 4 or 5 hours on this stream, so. And then tomorrow's going to be crazy, Ghost, because I'm opening up the game server for people to join me on Roadcraft, so that's going to be a fun day. Yeah, Steve, I don't know about that. It really, is that what they're saying?
Mark says, do the trees have any use besides just for decoration? If so, I don't know what they are.
No, they're the coffee seeds. You can turn them into trees. I have them at Lazarus, too. I need
Ghost
poop.
of Mroger says, hell yeah, man. That 7 hours I did made me so tired.
So now I know what needs to happen on this. I need to save it at this. I can save it after I take care of all these.
Mark says the
these
trees
things.
are just kinda for show.
Yeah, it's all aesthetics. I just like them, to be honest with you. They add a new element to the game. I had a whole streaming setup here before they came up with this customization feature. So I had a whole dialogue that I went through with the chat and everything else. I'd say, okay, I stream here and I have YT chat over here and TT chat over here and my big game screen here. And then when I send a human up into space, this is my work computer, and I print out invoice. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Hey, Adele, thank you so much for the follow. Okay,
Bill says, can we follow each other? That way I can find you.
That way you can find me. Follow me on what? On this? Sure. I only got 81 rounds in here. Should have exploded already. There it goes. Stop turning stuff off. Thank you.
Ghost of Mroger says he got a Zen. Ghost of Mroger says no recoil aimbot.
Yeah, is that what it is? No recoil aimbot. Well, I had to show you, Ghost. I could still shoot a gun. Let me go ahead and make some more rounds. I'm also gonna need. How much juice I got? I got plenty of juice in that bad boy for right now. Let's see. I need my rounds.
Mark says this game doesn't have much recoil to begin with.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
Ghost of Mroger says hacker. Mark says, and it looks like he has the stabilizer barrel on his gun.
I do. I got the full setup. I should check. I have no more enhancers to do. I'll unlock
Mark says
Ed 209.
much eliminates recoil.
Yeah, it does. I'll have Ed 209 if this works.
He got the full cheat set up. I heard him say it.
I did. I put in all the macros and everything else, man. You're such a shit, Ghost.
Mark says Bellas doesn't work that well.
All right. Do I want? Probably do want it. Sure. Yeah. I guess.
Mark says the little fella's robot doesn't help much, so don't prioritize that too high.
No, I'm not prioritizing it. It's just the game glitched on me the last time I played this through, and I didn't get the doors to open. So that's why I'm playing it now, because I wanted to see, for one, if my save put me far enough back, and it did, to restart this mission. and 2, I want to get through it. So that's the main thing.
Ghost of Mroger says the game doesn't like your cheats.
You're such a shit.
Mark says, that happens to me sometimes.
Yeah. So it was, what I was concerned about is I didn't want to have to restart the entire freaking game, because I've got a lot of hours into this. And I didn't want to have to restart it. Grab cable. I wanted you to, hold on.
Ghost of Mroger says you love me, booba boo boo.
I do. I do. Switch cables on. There we go. And that should charge up this, right? Okay.
Mark says I play on PC and was able to get the dev version beta.
Oh, I'm on PC as well. Yeah, I've been on, ever since this game came out, I've been on PC.
Mark says so I get the dev menu to force open stuff when it glitches.
Oh, do you? That's cool. I want you to... Okay, this thing's pissing me off.
Mark says it's nice, but also like defeats the purpose of some stuff.
Yeah. I hear you on that. Okay. So I wanted to make sure I was all set up. See? This is why my water's not pumping. Maybe? I don't know anymore. My whole ship's a mess. There we go. Okay. Let's move this ship closer.
Mark says, dang, you use a lot of extenders.
Yep. I try to clean it up as much as possible. I feel like you don't like my setup, Mark.
That's what she said.
You've been on me about my setup from the beginning. What'd I do to you, man? We just met.
Mark says that's fair. I think I only have like 3 Anders. Definitely looks nicer than mine. Richard Nixon says DD365 uses his cheats off stream.
That's right. Oh. I do. I do. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Steve. They did the latest update. They just did a patch yesterday.
Whole mess of cables and hoses.
Is it? No, so early on, when I started doing this, I had a lot of people that were very OCD.
Mark says, yay, it looks so bad, lol.
And they're like, you need to fix your stuff. So I spent like 2 streams fixing all my cabling.
Says DD used to have a mess of hoses and all.
Yeah.
Mark says mine looks bad, I mean. Ghost of Mroger says he aimed at me and head on Battlefield 6 while he playing this game.
I know,
DD
I did.
Has the craziest hacks around.
I do. I do. That I do, sir. You like my bridge design? Thanks. At least someone does. I know that.
Mark says
I just felt like
your
you're.
design was bad. Law.
I just felt like you were picking on me from the
Ghost of
get-go.
Roker says an all-white firearm sounds nice in theory, and practice good luck keeping it white.
Yeah, true. True. All right, so we do need a power supply up here. I used to. I don't have any on me right now. I used to have some petro grenades and stuff that I could launch here. I can blow up those tanks.
Mark says that's true. All white looks good, but can't keep that clean at all.
No, you can't. I do need all this poop and stuff later on, so. Let me do what I need to do to Mama here. Switch! You get electrocuted, and you get electrocuted. And you get electrocuted. All right. We had a jolly good time there. Okay,
Ghost of Mroger says he doesn't even have to aim chat. Blatant hacks.
he doesn't even have to aim. Ghost.
Mark says those spider things creep me out.
Yeah, they're kind of a pain. Yeah, this game's not acting the same.
Ghost of Mroger says sorry, I think the sleepiness has me a little delirious.
Hey, you're fine, buddy. I like it. I like it. I'll come harass you later. Oh shit. I got the sweethearts coming after me. Oh, come on.
Ghost of Mroger says I got more games on. Haven't seen this movie in like a decade.
Really? I watch war games. I probably watch it religiously every couple of months. I just put it on. I enjoy the hell out of it. I enjoy the hell out of it. All right, so we got those sweethearts there. Okay, what I'm gonna do to kind of get the power set up is I'm gonna grab components.
Mark says that's like me with a Bond movie. I watch those every
Yeah.
few months.
Those and Indiana Jones movies, I gotta watch at least once a month. I'm that way. Alien movies, the same thing. So, you know, it is what it is. What was I doing? Oh, components. I need components. So I'm gonna build 2 Typhoons. And then I need
Mark says yes, those two, and Pirates of the Caribbean.
I just watched that entire series again a while back, probably about a month ago. Been a while. Been a long while since I watched those. The Typhoon. Add all parts. Add all parts. Whoa! Richard, thank you so much for the galaxy. That's 2 galaxies tonight. One from 40 and one from Richard. Thank you so much. 21,000 likes.
W. Richard Nixon.
That scared the shit out of me. I don't even know if I hit the button to make my secondary connectors. Oh well.
Mark says how often do you have to repair the Typhoons?
Not very often at all.
Ghost of Mroger says that's a weird statement to make in 2026.
Actually, I need to check my... oh shit. Hold on. I need to check these Typhoons. I haven't repaired these in probably like five days, quite a while. Oh, they're at 97, so they're not bad at all. And this whole stabilizer thing works really well on the ship. I like it.
Mark says I was asking because I might switch over to them. I have only ever done solar.
No, I don't do solar,
Nixon
really.
says got to keep him on his toes, Chad.
'Cause
he likes surprise games.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. The reason for it is it's always raining, as you know, for the most part, and it's always windy. So I found it's much easier just to do the wind turbines for power necessity or power purposes and stuff. Okay, we good? We good? This Omni's got quite a bit of power in it still, I think.
That's fair, and looks like they take up less space too.
They do, they do. I found that the amount of resources that you need and everything else, it's far less. So it just works out easier that way. Go ahead and back this up.
Sid 1373 says I really need to hop back into this game. Haven't played since before the last big update.
Oh, they just did the recent update just now, and then they did a new bug fix just 2 days ago. So, and it's caused all kinds of problems for me at the moment. Okay, sweetheart, stop. Okay. Let's see, let's build. We should have enough for 2. I'm not sure how many. Build.
Mark says I might have to take some of your ideas for my build.
Sure. I have no problems with that whatsoever.
Sid 1373 says been so long I'll probably have to start over. Forgot where I left off.
Nah, you're good. You're good. I'm a little rusty on my stuff.
Since right now I have about 10 charge locations. Since I don't have any power supply on my ship.
Oh, really? Okay. I need plastic and iron. Fun. I'll deal with this one after. I don't have to worry about it right now. Yeah, see, so I keep generating power on my ship with the wind turbines.
Mark says A12 is a big one, but every fuel depot is a battery hub and every main place too.
I don't need that much plastic. I'll offload this scrap that's on me.
Sid 1373 says my ship is a floating power supply.
Yeah, so is mine. I'll take the iron. Let me offload. Aren't you getting power? No. Hold on. Ooh, doing it. There you go.
Mark says I kinda want to do a new save where everything is made on ship and just hosed off when needed.
You can do that. You really can do that if you wanted to. Okay. I feel like you guys are just following me. This will
Mark
keep the
says,
slugs
I
off
just
of
feel
me.
the ship may be overcrowded then.
Yeah, it tends to get that way sometimes. All right, so let's do this. We'll put a connector here. As I'm getting attacked. You guys are really ticking me off. What the hell is going on tonight? Okay, there we go.
Mark says you accidentally connected yourself to the turbine. Lol.
Well, no, it was giving me an extra hose for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what the hell was going on there. Okay. I didn't bring the components I need to repair this. Oh, I did. There we go. A bunch of slugs out there right at the moment. I don't feel like dealing with them. Grab some new shit there. These I know you have to end up scanning.
Caretaker, these sweethearts might possess a charming shape, but their internals have been corrupted. Scanning enough of them will allow me to reverse engineer their design and turn them into a tool you can use.
Okay. So I gotta scan 25 of them. Does that give me credit for this one? Oh, it did. Can I do this over and over again?
Sid 1373 says, been playing Sons of the Forest with my brother.
Have you?
Never has a game frustrated me like that one since. Sid 1373 says the forest.
The chat keeps wanting me to do the forest since I do Icarus and all those other survival games. I'm like, I don't know. They're like, no, you'd really love it. Would I? Good, I need fertilizer. I need soil. It's a what? It's creepy but fun? Yeah, it is.
Sid 1373 says it's good with somebody, but a pain single player.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I could see that. It's a chore. It would be a chore. Okay, we got sweethearts up there. The sun coming out? I think it is.
Mark says I've never done it with someone, just single player.
I also have the infected. I need to start playing. I got so many games, and I can't stream enough hours to show all the games. People would love me to. Never sleep. They already think I don't sleep, much as I've been streaming lately. So down here is where the rollies will come out, and then it'll open up that door. So first, what I want to do is I want to take out this sweetheart batch here. How much? I got enough rounds.
Sid 1373 says I need to stop buying and more playing. Mark says there's a big rollie behind the big door, the laser I won.
Yeah, it glitched on me last time, so I didn't even get the doors open. And I cleared this whole facility. So that's why I had to come back to it. Yeah. Where are you going?
Mark says,
Yeah, that's why I'm back here again. Okay, I got that all situated. Do I have enough rounds? I don't think I do for what I need to do next when I get caught up in that battle. So let me get some more rounds. We're doing good so far. I could take this out. Go ahead and...
Mark says another trick is don't hit the main button first. Open the grinder on the floor first.
Yeah. No, I did all that. It just... the rollies never came out for me. So that created a problem in itself.
Mark says,
Yeah. So that's why we're back here. Thank you so much, Steve, for liking my bridge
Mark
design.
says I used the grinder to kill the two outside.
There you go. Yeah, they got grinders all over this place. I think there's, what, 3 of them? So. We're doing good so far. I like how it tells me yeah, this is glitched. Connect.
Mark says you may be having glitches with the hose connections due to using controller and not keyboard.
I've never had a problem, Mark. I got 270 hours into this game. I've never had these issues. I haven't had any major issues like this until this last patch.
Mark says I mean because of the update.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be. I agree. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I'll reach out to the devs. They're very diligent about acting on things. Or there'll probably be another patch update tomorrow or something, because I can't be the only one having this issue. Okay. We are set there. Set there.
Mark says, yay, they are on top of that stuff.
They are. Really good about it. There we go.
Virgil Marcus 5 says finally.
Yeah, finally, huh? Well, if the grinder kills him, that'd be cool.
Jack K says okay, I'm back. Had to reassemble the patio.
Oh, look at the grinder, it's acting up. The doors are opening and closing constantly. Hey, what's up, dudes?
Mark says the lights are flashing. Maybe not enough power.
Maybe not. There it goes, it opened. It's not quite enough juice. Close. It should run with the two Typhoons. I had two up here before. Yeah. Alright. Well, the door's open, so I'm not worried about it. Oh, I think Homeboy's still in there.
That casing is smaller than those on the corridor units.
It is.
Close range. Escort grade. Scan it, Caretaker. If we find a design trace, we can teach your systems to build it properly.
No, Steve, it's a different location, so. This is what I was trying to get it to do the last time.
Felis identified. Field escort and localized intervention sphere. Compact, persistent, always near. This model doesn't just give you protection, Caretaker. Think of it as companionship with purpose. Let's carry some loyalty back home with us. We have the blueprint, Caretaker. Don't let it remain just an idea. Turn it into something real that can move and assist you. Fabricate a fetus. Out in the field, even a small, humble ally might change the course of battle.
Okay. If I can build him yet.
Chad K says, so now you get a pet.
I do. I get a pet. Yeah, exactly. He should be in my build menu somewhere. Because I scanned him. But it won't let me build him in.
Sid1373 says lol was just typing that.
Yeah, what I don't understand is I need to scan the 25 sweethearts, but it won't let me fabricate him even though I've already scanned him. I'll scan him again, just nope. Already scanned. Okay. Well, these sweethearts are already scanned, but you keep letting me screen them too. Scan. I'll clean out this facility.
Sid 1373, so I beat you to it, huh?
Good. Yeah, I got to get another turbine up there.
Sid 1373
It's
says
glitching
Chad
out.
K, yep, slow brain to finger time.
Let me get another turbine up here. Come on. Oh. There's 3.
Chad K says at Sid 1373, that's what she said, lol.
These you can't scan. Fine. Okay, let me get another. I really got to clean up my deck too. Let me get.
Sid 1373 says maybe you can only craft it from the ship fabricator.
That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, there it is. It's right here. So I need quantum crystals. I need 4 of them, which you can pick those up over at the islands. You can get these particular crystals. So we'll have to go over there and grab harvest those, and then we can build the Felis. I call him an Ed 209, but it's not the big version of this bot. So.
Sid 1373 says at Chad K Law.
Yeah, so it only lets you build it from this fabricator. I need some more bullets. You never have too many bullets.
RB says, have they added anything with updates?
A lot. A lot. When's the last time you played, RB? Oh, I should save it, huh? Duh. Came this far.
RB says when it first came out, did the last mission, haven't touched it since.
Oh, really? Yeah, they've had 2 major updates that came out with more missions, more vehicles, and other things that you can actually do and acquire. And they've optimized it a lot more, but they did another bug fix yesterday, and it like screwed up my ship a little bit. It is what. Yeah, I would say they've done quite a bit. Those things are getting aggressive.
RB says nice. I was hoping they would have co-op or multiplayer.
No, they're not. They're never gonna make it a multiplayer or co-op game. It's not that kind of game. What would you do in co-op mode? I'm curious because you're not the only person that's asked that. I'm just curious about it. Now, I don't want you to think my comment was negative. I'm really trying to understand people's perception of what they believe should be in the game. That's all.
Sid 1373 says it wouldn't be the last Caretaker anymore. It would be the last Cartakers.
The last Cartakers. I just don't know how you would play it in multiplayer mode. Wow, that was a weird morph. Looked like something from the Borg. Okay, that should be more than enough power now. Handle anything.
RV says, I guess it is objective-based, but would be cool if at least co-op so could work together.
Yeah, they would have to change the dynamic of it, though, don't you think, RB? The missions, you would have to do, like, combined missions that require 2 people in order to activate certain things and do certain things. Like split fiction and some of those others. That's almost what you would have to do with this, I would think. Okay, we are gonna salvage this entire location. I just want to take care of the remnants and varmint that are on here. I knew you were coming! Okay. That's those. I need to keep an eye out for dead sweetheart. So we can scan them. I think that's a dead sweetheart, maybe. Hard to tell because it looks orange. Nope. Not scannable. Okay. Whatever. Friendo.
Chad K says don't cross the streams, Winston.
I know, huh? Kind of feels that way. Shit. I should have reloaded. There we go. That was kind of cool. I mean, it looks treacherous. That's gonna be a nasty storm coming in. I just wanted to get all these guys cleared off of here. Yeah, lightning. That's exactly what's happening. We got lightning and rain coming. That's pretty much why I switched to what I switched to. Jump over. He's still mulling around in there? No, it spit out his parts. Hey, what's going on, little guys? I'm supposed to scan you guys, but you guys got to be dead. So, can't scan you. Should be some
Jack
out
K
here.
says funny because when that sound hit you turned on your flashlight. I had to a double take.
Hey, they knew I would need some more rounds.
Jack K says I thought it actually didn't like the game.
Oh, really? Okay. You're good in here. Oh, you guys? Come on, man. Haven't you died enough? Alright, so let's loot this area first. Or loot. Already scanned homeboy. Already almost weighted down. I should be able to clear this room, get back to the ship, unload everything. Or from scratch. Can I do anything with him? No. Alright. It was worth a shot. Get the ultra tech scrap. Yay, I've reached level 28. Feel so privileged.
Sid 1373 says also been playing Crime Scene Cleaner. That's a blast with Mayak.
Isn't that a great game? I have that too. I played that for a while. I gotta go back to it, as a matter of fact. They did a great job with that game. Come on, slugs. You know I'm weighted down, that's why. And I have no electricity in my gun. We'll pick up some of this that I can. Ships
Sid
are rocking.
1373 says they just added Chapter 2, all new missions from Big Jin's daughter.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'll have to definitely pick that one up again, or start playing that one again. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see, what do I have? Good for those. Good for that. Good for that.
1373 says, and they are dropping the Biohazard DLC for it this year.
Are they really? Good for them, man. I'm glad they're still chugging away with it. Rifle try. Electrical. It doesn't work very well though. Especially on the rollies and stuff. Just trying to clean up some of this because some of the glitches that happen on your ship and stuff is because there's too much stuff.
Donut.
Hey, thank you for the donuts. 3 of them. Appreciate it. So if you can clean up your ship a little bit here and there, I find that things run a bit smoother at times. Not always. Okay.
Sid 1373 says, now I want a donut.
Now you want a donut? I know, that sounds good, doesn't it? Okay. Let's go ahead and drop this. There's our tree. There's one tree. I need more soil. That's alright. They're not going anywhere. We're not losing our trees. Okay. Now I can ransack and work my way. Ah, shit. Yeah. You did that on yourself. Come out here in the sun. Burn up. There you go. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. I needed more poop. You guys are so good and thoughtful. Yeah, I'm getting frame drop at this location. I wasn't getting that before the other update. So, oh, there is something over here. What do we have going on here, Johnny? There we go. Oh my. Out of ammo. Did I throw all my ammo into something? I must have. Shit. That sounds good. Oh well. And what, I got 19 juice? Yeah, that's not gonna help. Okay, hold on a second, chat. Okay. I think it would be okay for right now. Just cleaning out area at a time. Give me that. Any tips for level 9? What kind of are you? Is that your level? Is a level 9? So you just recently started playing it? Well, first of all, congratulations. You picked a great game. Second of all, really? Only build on your ship what you need to take care of your current stuff. You know, like, you don't need a ton of fuel things and stuff that you see on a lot of other ships, even like mine, early on. You really don't. Just utilize your resources for the activities that you need to build them for at that time. Key components that you want to fabricate, make sure that you build the components that you need. Because down the line, you're going to come across a couple of missions that are going to give you more than enough resources to build anything and everything you could possibly need in the game and sustain you for a long period of time. So just take your time with the game. For every area that you go through like this, spend time to go ahead and gather resources, obtain all the stuff that you could possibly gather, and just have fun with the game. You know, that's really what I can say about it. There's a lot of people that are very temperamental and specific about how you should play the game and stuff. No, that's what makes Last Caretaker so beautiful, is you make the game what you want it to be, You take your time. If you want to rush through it, and you know, I've had a lot of people pop in here and they're like, oh yeah, I completed all the missions, I did this and this, and now there's nothing for me to do. Well, okay. You don't have to rush through it. I've got, like I said, I've got close to 270 hours in this game. And I'm just taking my time and gathering stuff. You're gonna manipulate your ship and certain areas that you want to occupy as a home base. You're gonna manipulate those a million different times. So I can tell you within the game, there are a couple of key things that are gonna end up happening. So you're probably going through right now some of the basic quests, trying to get to that point where you clone your first human and ship them off into space. Save up for 3 humans. The reason why is that space pod, when you first go to launch your first rocket, you're spending a lot of time just trying to build up enough resources and stuff to fire off that rocket, fuel-wise. So you might as well, if that's what's going to end up happening, you might as well go ahead and build or clone 3 humans instead of 1. Then when you go to the spaceport and you set all that up and do all those activities there, when you're launching 3 humans instead of 1. You'll still get your 1 accomplishment for the 1 human, but when they send that pod back, because every time you send a human up, they're going to send you gifts down. And it's all based off of the quantity of human and the type of human that you send up there. They're going to give you more resources and stuff to build more humans and so forth. So you want to kind of take your time with the game and really work through various missions and obtain as much as you can from it. And just have fun with it. If you go to my YT page, you're barely at Lazarus? Yeah. If you go to my YT page, DD365 over on YT, I've got various different breakdown tutorials on my ship, Lazarus, my build there, Spaceport, my entire build there, my Dock 12 location, what I built there is a refinery. I also built an oil refinery, set up an establishment at Black Vein. So later on in the game, I'm not trying to ruin it for you. You will eventually have to locate an oil rig, basically. And that's going to be your main refinement for all your fuels and stuff like that. So, but I have a ton of videos and everything else over on the YT side at DD365. So, yeah, just take your time and enjoy the damn game. It's fantastic. Even with the glitches, yeah, I get frustrated and stuff at times, but even with the glitches, it's fantastic. They've done a lot of work on it. And there's a lot of layers from a development side in this game.
Tavos951 says I will definitely check out your it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And you'll see some of the crazy things I do. My ship was covered in coffee trees at one point. Right now, they just need soil, and they'll come back. But I do all kinds of wacky stuff. And it's because that's what you're supposed to do with the game. You're supposed to have fun with it.
1373 says, yeah, after 100 hours in game, and haven't even launched a human yet.
Yeah, see? There you go.
Tavos951 says I come from Tarkov. This game is a nice change of pace low.
That's a big different, yeah, that's a different type of game, yeah, in itself. I heard Tarkov kind of slowed down quite a bit, too. From a playing dynamic. It used to be intense, and now it's not as intense. I could be wrong, but that's what I heard. It's just kind of changed. Fine. Open. That it for steamy dudes? Yeah. I got a lot of scrap and stuff, but I need to finish scrapping this area out, and then I'll go back to the ship. Because I can't, like all these dudes and stuff like that, I don't even need to go down there, really. See, the last time when I hit that button, it glitched and these containers came up and nothing happened. Now they go down and the activity happened and these came up. So, kind of cool. I'm just happy it worked. Yeah, I remember when I was just a baby on this game. And I was like, hey, Chad, I'm playing a brand new game. And a lot of people were like, what is this? And I said, I don't know, and I'm not sure if I'll like it or not. Fell in love with the damn game. As soon as I got to, like, customize my own ship and do stuff on that and sail around and fight aliens and stuff, I was like, yeah, I'm sold. This game's... And then I like the different people that pop in. Some people are negative, but for the most part, everyone's been very positive. Popping in, asking for tips, or giving me tips along the way, things that I didn't even know. But yeah, it's one of those games you can kind of chill and vibe with it. Do whatever. Hey, Chad, you still in here? Or no? Guess not.
Sid 1373 says y'all is no rush. It's one of the things I love about it.
Yeah, exactly. I like those O2 bombs. Pretty effective.
Chad K says yes, I am.
Oh, a little bit of delay. I think one of the issues I was having with, because I watch my,
Chad K says watching on it.
Oh, okay. When I watch my VODs after my live stream, and it's gone through their compression thing, I think what's happening is there's an issue with the encoder if I try to go to like low latency, which gives me like almost instantaneous chat on both sides. I think that was causing the game to have these micro hitches, little lag here and there in between. So I turned it back to normal latency, and it seems to have died down quite a bit now when I watch it, to where the gameplay seems a lot smoother. No one sees that during a live, but the recordings, when they compress and do whatever they do to create the VODs, there's something else that happens in there, and it was causing like these micro lags. It was bothering the hell out of me. Oh shit. Okay, I'm almost out of juice too. I think I fixed it. For the most part. Let's go take all this stuff back. I wonder if I can scan this bug.
Chat case says okay, that makes sense, but it's still crystal on both.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I know the live feeds have been crystal, which is good. Which is good. I mean, at least I got through some of those issues, but the VODs afterwards, I was like, what the hell? I know it didn't look that grainy. No power. Oh, I have no power to scan.
Chat case says you are out of energy.
I am. You are correct, sir. No, I'm not. I go offload all my stuff too. Gonna dump rain again.
Sid 1373 says, and pick up some ammo.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. Am I out of ammo? Yeah, I am, huh? Yeah. Okay. All right. Gotta make sure there was no cash in there.
Chat case says I need it to rain here. That media blast is just a mess everywhere.
Oh, I bet. You have to make sure that you don't have any vehicles close by too, huh? Oh, I didn't see, Tavos, I didn't see your thing. I'm sorry. What enhancers? Battery would be one. You're gonna need pressure. So whenever you can start to boost that up. But really, in the beginning, early stages, you want to work on battery.
It was just a backyard patio.
Oh, okay. You want to work on your battery. Your hydraulics gives you more lifting capability, so you want to work on that. Power management. So anything around like the power concepts and stuff like that for your actual robot, I'd focus on first. For the most part, you can always expand your vitality. You're going to need to do that. Engineering just means craft speed. So it'll be a little slow in the beginning and it'll start to speed up as you start to enhance those. But really think about battery power for one. And then for two, start concentrating on your scrapper. And then once you have those two things done, then you can start focusing on like increasing your overall hull weight. Vitality, of course, engineering, pressure, because you're going to be diving deep in certain missions. And the pressure will start to affect you, your health, and everything else. So that's later on, though. You got a long time before you hit those missions. So that's what I would do. And then you can focus on the other aspects off and on. So, yeah. I mean, really, you're a robot. You need power. That's your health. That's your life. So anything to enhance that first and foremost, what you really want to focus on. Then you can focus on the other things. Your skills you'll start to unlock as you go through your levels. So you're level, what'd you say? You were level 9 or 7? 7 or 9, something like that. So you're only going to get up to about this level, and then maybe a couple of things down below here. Level 8, okay. Yeah, so you're going to have some of these unlocked. So you just keep working it through. And realistically, the way that they have the skill tree set up, it's really based off of your current missions and upcoming missions. So it's like, here, you've unlocked to this level. Oh, now I can fabricate this and this, or I can unlock this and this, so I can fabricate it later. There's a reason behind it. So there's a reason why I haven't done the jet ski, because it sucks. It really does. There's not a lot that you can do with it, and there's really no need, to be honest with you. I'll unlock Felis so I can fabricate him later. Let's see, CO2 reactor tank. Activates internal processing output, carbon fiber. So that's telling me in the future what I think they're using this CO2 reactor for. When either the next big update comes out, or the actual game itself is released as 1.0 and everything's good to go, and it's been released to the world. It's still considered early access right now, my understanding. You're supposed to get a helicopter, and I bet you anything this carbon fiber has something to do with that. So you can repair the blades and stuff like that, because you get portions of carbon fiber within the game, and you use it for different aspects like your turbines, and other things. So I don't know, we'll see. I don't have anything additional yet. These are new. These are a new addition, the Elysium beds. So helicopter would be cool, right? Because the map is massive. I mean, I don't know how much of the map you've unlocked, but the map is massive. Yeah, see, this game is not happy. I mean, it's okay. It's stable. It's just having weird frame drop. I'm gonna save it. Probably should have saved it after I healed, but that's no big deal. Only gonna take a little bit. Oh. Yeah, because the map itself, this is a miniature version, so there's gonna be a mission that you're gonna come across. It was in one of my previous streams. It is on my channel over in YT. But there is a mission that you're going to come across. Why is that shooting way out there? There is a mission that you're going to come across where there's a map that's posted up.
Ammo and recharge tools.
I will, sir. Thank you. Where
Chat case says pew pew.
I know. Where it shows you, this is not only, this is like, this location and everything else that we're working right now is a small speck in their entire universe of locations that they plan on building. So, this map here, how do you open it? It's right next to your driving thing. And as you complete quests, so you have a multitude of quests that you're going to be doing. Yeah, you have a multitude of quests that you're going to be doing, and as you do them, there's certain ones in here that are going to open up new portions in the map. So the map just keeps expanding. But this map is massive already, and this is nothing compared to what they plan on doing. So I have some new areas in this that I'm supposed to be working, like this shark location. So with this latest update, they have shark packs. They're smaller great whites that hunt in packs, and they look like dolphins. And I thought they were dolphins, and I jumped in the water with them one time because the chat wanted me to. and they started attacking me like piranha. I was like, okay. So I don't know what this location. But yeah, you'll get into missions where it'll uncover like these seed vaults and other things. I don't want to give away the game too much for you because you're new. Hey, Steve, shut up. You're so funny. You're so funny. So yeah. All right, so there's no weather or anything like that happening. I do have 5 poop, so I can drop that in here. It's not enough to sustain the tree, but it's enough to get my tree back for right now. I need more poop. All my trees are disappearing. I had this entire thing covered. Not anymore. Someone, what? Oh shit. Forgot my ammo. I was busy talking. Seeing these buttons keep deactivating for some reason. I don't know what the hell's going on with button. Okay, here we go. Exactly what we need. Hey, anytime, Tavos. Thank you for joining. Did you tap the follow? If you tap the follow, so I'm gonna be doing Last Caretaker. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be doing Last Caretaker the remainder of this week, Thursday and Friday, of course, and next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in the evening time for the evening streams. Daytime, I'm doing Roadcraft for my early folks. So I do double streams right now. I don't know how long I can continue to do that. I know once I start back at work again, I won't be able to. So, but that's what we're featuring for the streams. I do a lot of different games. So I'm a variety streamer. I do a lot of, lately it seems like I'm doing a lot of the survival crafting sims. So Project Castaway is one of them. Stranded Deep will be another one that I already have, but I haven't started playing yet. Icarus, got the entire DLC and everything else in between on that one. So yeah. Let's see, we need to reload. See what's banging? Weird. Okay. I think we're charged. We are. I do need lots of poop. Did we offload my weight?
Chad K says, what about the other kid-type horror game you were playing?
Oh, Reanimal. Yeah, that was pretty cool, actually. To be honest with you, I liked that. It was kind of twisted, right, Chad? It was twisted, but really good animation. Some of the best animation I've ever seen. So it's by the makers of Little Nightmares 1 and 2. They have a game called Reanimal, and it's like their demented version. I guess it's what they wanted to do.
Chad K says, did you finish it?
No, I haven't finished it yet. Just like all my other games, seems like, huh? I will finish it though. I just, like I said, I'm trying to figure out how I can do all these damn games, play them, finish them, and move on to some others, and I can't. Scorn? I still got to finish Scorn too. That's an absolutely twisted and awesome game. I love Scorn.
Chad K says, I know Harvey want to see Ferocious completed.
I know she wants her dinosaur game. That's why she's probably so bitter, huh? I haven't gone back to that endless dinosaur game.
Chad K says little bit low.
I know. I don't have enough time to do stuff, and the problem is a lot of those aren't even, and I don't mind you guys, you know that, but a lot of those particular games like Ferocious and stuff like that, it's not really drawing anyone in. So I feel like we're just kind of hanging out in your living room, chat. Playing a game that Harpy wants me to play. Because she likes dinosaurs. I have no qualms about that. I never have. I just, you know. I like the interaction. And I like a lot of people engaging and stuff. Because it's what keeps me going. I mean, like today, I've already done 5.5 hours this morning of stream.
Chad K says I agree. I told her she just needs to DL it.
Yeah, just get it. Plus, the game is super buggy. It really is. I mean, I work through those just like I do in this, but it's super buggy. You guys have seen it. I've made videos showing the funkiness of certain things. So.
Sid 1373 says, yeah, it's pretty janky.
Yeah, it's gotten a little better, but not much. It's like the devs put out a game and then they just walked away from it. So you gotta kind of finagle your way through. I mean, what? In Midway Point, I had to redo the same mission like 5 or 6 times because it kept lagging out. But I'll go back to it. I'll finish it up. That way she can't say that DD did not finish his the dinosaur game. But I got that to finish. I've got Scorn to finish. I've got Reanimal to finish. There's several others. I still got to go back to my Project Castaway. So these are games for us, Chad. I still got to go back to Project Castaway and some of the other things. Why won't you, oh. And continue moving on in that, because I do eventually want to beat it. I'm having a hell of a time with it. It's a blast. Nope. I want you to scrap it, please. Are we not working now? I don't know what the hell's going on. There we go. It wouldn't let me do anything. It wouldn't let me put it in my pocket. It wouldn't let me scrap it. So I was like, okay, what do you want me to do? I've got, oh. So I've got another game. It's called Hosey. And that, you want to talk about, okay, so that's probably going to be a stream, and I'll let you guys know this ahead of time. When I do Hosey, it's probably going to be at night. It's going to be on a Friday night. And I will probably have already had like 2 or 3 gummies at that point. So it's going to be a hilarious stream. But the game is so chill. And you literally, you go through, you walk into these homes and they're all in disarray and stuff like that. There's dust everywhere and all the furniture's a mess and disorganized and stuff. And you literally spend the time in the game reorganizing and redesigning rooms. You paint them, you tile them, clean the floors, you do all kinds of stuff. So, yeah. Letting you guys know, when you see Hosey, I'm either going to be on a lot of silly juice or gummies. Just letting you know. People are like,
Chad
what
K
the fuck?
says I think that is why she was hoping that you were streaming last night, lol.
Yeah, there was no way I was streaming last night.
One says, all right, last question. How do you fix the flashing light in like the boat or buildings?
Flashing light? So are they going like that?
Tavos951 says yes.
It means you don't have enough power. It needs more power to operate. That's basically what it comes down to. So I had the same issue here. I only had 2 wind turbines powering, and it wasn't enough to operate all the machinery and everything else that was going on in here. So I added a 3rd turbine and everything was good to go. If you come across something where it's red lights, so there's a couple of things, Tavo. So you're going to come across situations. Sometimes you'll come across these at Lazarus or some of the other platform locations. You're going to come across situations where you powered the entire facility, but it's red. And it's like, what the hell happened? Well, either the update caused a cable to come or disconnect, or something else happened within there. Or it just has what we call the power glitch situation. So what you want to do is whatever map you're on at that location or platform, you want to go ahead and save it and reload it, and it may power everything back up when you reload the game. That generally fixes a lot of those issues. But if you're still having problems, like you put in a power source and stuff and things are flickering as you open up more areas and stuff like that, it just means that you need more power to supply it. Hope that helps. Oh shit. I don't know why you got off the ladder, but okay.
Tavos951 says okay, thanks.
Yeah, anytime. Anytime. I'm always here to help when I can.
A new follower.
Hey, new follower. Hell yeah. Pavlos the OG. Welcome. Welcome. To the crazy DD hour. Where it seems like this 50-year-old streamer never sleeps. Pretty much I don't. I almost feel like a full-time streamer. I'm doing it like full-time. Right now. The other thing too, Tavos, what you want to do when you come up to a new location and you know it's going to require power and stuff, there's a couple of things you can do. So you can build up your ship with a lot of power resources, and you can use ship power to power up, you know, certain buildings and stuff. Or you can take along with you a couple of small batteries in your inventory. So what you want to do is when you go to this screen here, and let's just say you wanted to build these small batteries, see how it's right here? You want to build them on you. You don't want to fabricate them, because when you fabricate them, they come out as a whole capsule and you can't put them in your inventory, and then you're stuck running around with them. You want to fab them on you. So you basically, you want to do this and just say, hey, I want to build it. It'll build it. Oh, hold on. I got a holster. It'll build it and put it into my inventory. Then it's basically in my personal backpack.
Tavos951 says okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, and then what you do is then when you come up to a location like here, where I had to supply power, I just put in turbines because I knew I was going to need a significant amount of power down the line anyway. But see, now that I built that battery, it's now right here in my inventory. So it's on me. So I can run around, and my hands are free. I can pull out weapons and everything else to fight whatever I need to. And then when you get to your location, you just sit there and say, okay, you know what? I want to drop it at this location because it needs power. And then you can run your power source and plug it right in, and you're good to go. The other thing you can do too, down the line as well, is if you come across a location with a lot of scrap, and let's say they have a fabrication machine. Here, I'll show you on mine. I'm trying to give you some tips to kind of help you along. I hope the chat doesn't mind. This is what DD does. So if you expect me just to do a complete playthrough and everything else, that's not me. All about the teaching. So let's just say you came up to a new platform location. You come up and you see that you have a scrapper machine. And you have a ton of resources on you. You don't want to go back to the ship to do it or anything like that. You can literally go through and... Why isn't it... I have power cord on me, right? I do. So you can literally take your power cord, connect it to the machine, connect it to you, and you can power it up. It won't work as efficiently, but that's okay. It'll still allow you enough to where you can throw the resources in there and it'll scrap it for you. Okay? So that's another trick that you can do. This.
Tubbo's 951 says nice.
Yeah. So think of yourself as a walking battery, so to speak. Juice myself up. Do I have inventory? I do, chat. How much poop did I get? I got 13. All right, let's get another tree sprouting. This side looks a little naked over here. Let me split this as much as I can. Drop that. Why isn't it dropping it? That was weird. Oh, because I split the wrong resource, or no? I didn't. Okay. I guess we'll have to do that later. Will it let me do it in this one? Yep. Okay, we get a tree there now. I don't know what's going on with that last one. These are my humans, my cloned humans. There's 2 of them in here. I found them floating in the water, so I had to go and incubate them or clone them before their time ran out. That's the only reason why they're in there. Let me offload these metals on me. Did I offload? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, good. Let me get these. Go. Batteries I don't need, so I'll put them in the storage. Go. The adrenaline pen I don't need. The charge injector. Put that in there for right now. We'll scrap these on the way out. Trying to get all of this scrapped out. In here, it looks like we're good to go. Anything? Anything? Nope. Okay, up here. I know we had a ton of stuff in here. Ooh. Okay, that's good. Want that. Thank you. That give me 4? I already scanned you? Okay, what about this one? That gives me 4. Any other dead ones? Doesn't look... Okay. Alright. So when you got 100% on your engineering, or your scrapping, this is basically your speed that you're gonna be at, so. For scrapping. That's max speed. I already got a table. I was checking to see if I had a table in inventory. I don't know if I got a mattress though. It won't let me scan the mattress or the sleeping bag. Okay. Good to know. Oh, okay. So you got to go get seeds from an underwater vault, Curtis? Okay. Expect, unless they've fixed it, expect when you go down to where the seed vault is, expect it to drop frames big time. You forgot about it? It should be on your map. It should tell you where your next location's gonna be, or within your quest logs or whatever. So you'll see these at the various locations later on. I don't know what they mean. I don't know what they do. They haven't helped me in any way, shape, or form. So I didn't know you could do these with the nematodes. Cool, it's giving me soil. Really? Back in December? Yeah, probably. I've been streaming this game forever. It feels like forever anyway. And then people yell at me because they're like, hey, I bought the game because of you. Okay. No, you haven't played it. I know, because there's nothing left for me to play, and then they came out with some of the new updates. So it's kind of funny. Don't get mad at me. Are you enjoying the game? Well, yeah, but you're not playing it anymore. No, I'm on to something else until they come out with more material. And if you're wondering what these are, chat, these are just extra shredders. You can throw stuff in there and it'll spit it out the other side. So like a lot of this inventory you can throw in there. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, it's massive. It's massive. You should see my Lazarus build. It's quite intense. Oh, you little booger. I may just do that with this so I can save some resources. See, a lot of people have asked me, okay, how come you don't use the big electric rifle? It's because you only get like a singular charge that ramps up. You have wires everywhere. Yeah, you will in the beginning. Curtis, if you go over to my YT page, I have a step-by-step on what I believe you need to do at Lazarus so that you can do 4 humans at a time without having to worry about resources. It's my entire build on there. Yeah. I also have my ship builds on there and a bunch of other stuff, so... Usually why I scrap it, because it takes a while. Yeah, you will in the beginning. My entire thing shows you step by step the amount of resources, the amount of setup that you need to accommodate, and it's optimized. It really truly is optimized. Because on one of my streams, I did how many did I end up launching, Richard or Steve? I don't remember. I did a back-to-back stream where I did
A new follower.
I don't know if I did 12 or 16 humans, 15 humans, something like that in one shot. I did 4 back-to-back launches, what I did on one stream. So, hey, Curtis, thank you so much. So, yeah, I went nuts. And Spaceport's built up a lot, too, on here. So, I spent, for Lazarus, I probably spent about 20 hours total building that one up.
Curtis says, oh damn, you play Roadcraft too.
I do play Roadcraft, buddy. We're actually, for the next 5 days during the daytime, I'm gonna be setting up a server for people to join me on for the latest new DLC and stuff like that. So yeah, I play a lot of games. I am a variety streamer.
Curtis says another game I had forgot about it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So Tavos, are you talking about this? It means I don't have enough juice.
Tavos951 says yes.
Yeah, I don't have enough juice to run it. So it'll slowly, I think, start to do stuff, but it's having a hard time grinding all this stuff up. So what I may do is not much I can do. I got everything shut down. I don't know why it's glitching, to be honest with you. These right here are more than enough power to operate one shredder. But it doesn't want to, so. See, as soon as I shut that off, and everything's good to go.
Curtis says I spent 6 hours in the starting area scrapping everything.
Oh yeah.
To find a hidden area downstairs.
Yep. You got the hidden areas and everything else. And then if you haven't left that first initial warehouse location, you really want to utilize that location to kind of build up your ship before you leave port. That's one thing you really want to do.
Curtis says, but no boxes to get to it. Found the area in the rafters, though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tavos 951 says I thought that since the location already had the solar panels, I didn't think I would have to add.
No, you have to add. Just because it's got the solar panels doesn't mean anything. Because you got to remember, in this game, there's no way to store the solar, and the vast majority of the game's always in a storm setting. So you are not
Curtis
going
says
to
I
get...
have a bunch of stuff on my ship. Windmill, solar, and several jennies.
Yeah. Oh, I've got 16 medium batteries on my ship. So I could probably do with a couple of additional wind turbines, but once I power everything up and start taking off to the next port, these always seem to charge back up. I don't know. I never ask questions. Okay, so we got new schematics.
Curtis says, how do you charge them? Because my setup doesn't seem to charge.
It means you don't have enough power
Curtis
going
says
into them.
it's almost like acid power.
Yeah, it just... The reason why, Curtis, is because you don't have enough power going into them. So this tells you, right here,
Curtis says even with no output.
yeah, it doesn't matter. It'll start to... It's got to be pulling power for these to degrade down. But I'm having a major power glitch issue right now. Hold on, chat, while I collect the 15,000 containers. This will help me skill level up again.
Curtis says the bar just sits halfway.
Yeah, it means it's not getting enough input into it. So it needs more resource power going into it. Otherwise the bar is just gonna sit at half or whatever. Big bio. Big bio. Okay, we should be able to get all of our plants if they're not glitching. Should be able to get all of our plants set up. Split. Ta-da! Ta-da!
Curtis says I was worried I had too many junction boxes or something.
No. No, it's just that you don't have enough...
Curtis says, wait, there's plans now.
Yeah. There we go. Ta-da! They're the coffee seeds that you get. You'll find them at certain locations, but you also get them after you send off humans into space. They'll send you these back, and you can turn them into trees. At least that's what I do. There we go. We got life. I think I got one more over here. Or you'll have that situation. So, this area is glitching bad. It's so weird. It's hard to explain. It doesn't feel stable. So I'm gonna juice up. I'm gonna save it again, just in case. It's almost at that point where it feels literally like the server's gonna crash. So you want... Yeah, so you get the plants. Anytime you ship humans off into space, they're going to send a nose cone back. And when they send the nose cone back, what'll end up happening is you'll end up with... Are there any sharks around here? I could go collect all that. Yeah, there is. You could,
Curtis says I have a similar setup in there as you, but I didn't use the ceiling for tanks.
Yeah, I mean, and that's fine. You don't have to. The other thing, too, is you'll find paint cans. I don't know if you found those yet. But you'll find paint cans where you can paint the hull, the deck, everything. And the more paint cans you find, the more wild you can go with your paint scheme. I thought that was a cool addition that they've done. I do want to...
Curtis says I just have them on the floor, but diesel tanks connected to the biomass thing.
What the hell's going on?
Curtis says I don't think I have paint cans yet.
Yeah, you'll find them at certain locations. I don't know what the hell's going on there. It just decided to go ahead and power up, take off. See, I told you, this area is acting really weird. I may not scrap out the whole area. I don't really need to. With the way it's acting, I don't like it. Let's see, where are we at? We're here. Okay, so this was the maze. We're here. We do need to go to the islands to get the gems that we need to finish off this other portion of the quest. Not overly concerned about that. I can do one or two things with you guys, chat. I can continue on with these missions, but I'm gonna leave this port because it's just it's all glitchy as all get up. And I can continue to work various missions that are popping up in here, or I can show you guys my builds at Lazarus and also at Spaceport. If you'd like me to kind of show you those, it's up to you. It really is. So either in the chat you say, hey, go to Lazarus and Exodus, or in the chat you say, just continue on with the mission, BD. Shut up and play the game.
Curtis says my vote goes towards Lazarus Ingle.
Okay, that's fine. I do need to check on those plants too, but everything stops when you leave a location. It doesn't continue to process and do stuff. It'll end up stopping. Okay, but I do want to do one thing. I do want to build... I need to build a couple of more turbines. Because my output is exceeding my input right now.
Curtis says, oh yeah, I mean, imagine how resource intensive that would make the game if it did that.
Yeah. The game is resource intensive. Not gonna lie. I'll run through this platform and just pick up all the scrap that's down here. There's a couple of bots I need to scrap for the high-tech scrap and stuff, but yeah, nothing major. Okay, we're gonna add to this power grid. So where do I want to put... Oh, that doesn't help either. Maybe that's why. All of these cables have become disconnected. What the hell is going on here? Okay, maybe I don't need to. That. That. Hold on. There's that. Trying to think of the best way I'm going to route it, because I'm going to add an extra turbine. So I'll have it run here. And one of the key things to minimize the amount of... Why aren't you working? Is this a light? Oh, this is a light. I forgot I even had these. One of the things that is going to... I don't even remember what I was going to say, to be honest with you. Things got me flustered. So I got to check the other side. Make sure the same thing's not happening over here. This looks good. That's feeding in here. Oh, so to keep these typhoons from degrading, what you want to do is you want to put them into a power connector, and you want to get as many of the typhoons, like
Curtis
2 or
says
3,
you were saying
going to
about
one.
minimizing something.
Yeah, minimizing the wear and tear on these. If you have one of these just going into a unit, it's going to degrade. But if you have it going into a power connector and you have multiple going into, see, like this. If you have multiple going into these, then you won't have to repair these as often because there won't be a major load going on them. This is so weird. There it goes. Now we got juice going into the boat. What do I got? Oh, this is for the ship power. Okay, that's when I'm docked.
Curtis says I have like 10 to 15 turbines, and they're all hooked up to the junction boxes.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it, because then they're not pulling just, you know, they're not having to overload themselves trying to supply power. There we go. I was like, I knew I had enough power coming in, keep things going. But when those cables keep disconnecting, it doesn't help. So maybe I don't need additional turbines. I might be okay. Or I can just add an additional one here. Let me see if it'll let me build it.
Curtis says they last me like 2 to 3 hours before they get to the point of needing to be repaired.
Yeah, and the sooner you repair them, the less you're gonna have to deal with. So as they degrade, the first thing that's going to end up coming up on your menu and stuff like that is probably going to be like copper or whatever. And as they degrade, you're going to need more and more of the different resources to repair them. So I don't like this new snap mechanic. Locked output, huh? Okay. Oh, because the tree. All right. Didn't we? Oh no, we couldn't because he was morphing weird. So, okay, we're gonna leave this.
They added a snap mechanic, finally.
I don't like it. I like the previous setup. It was a lot easier.
Curtis says it was bugging me that there was no snap.
See, you like the snap. I don't. You can turn it off too, I think. You don't you're not obligated to keep it on. I want the copper and stuff out of these. Tech scrap and stuff, because I'll use it later.
Curtis says especially with the storage boxes like they're not uniformed.
Well, those, to handle a lot of those issues, you just need to go to a warehouse. Yeah. You just need to go to a warehouse. Let me see if there's anything special in here. There's some tech scrap in here. So I can use that. I'm not worried about the plastic. You guys saw at my home base, I have more plastic than I know what to do with. So I'll keep those floater dudes back there. They can just have a good old time back there. I don't have to mess with them.
Curtis says more plastic than Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. More plastic than Nicki Minaj? Yes. And all of them in between. I'm really just looking for this stuff, this tech scrap. This is the important stuff. This and titanium are key important scraps that you need to obtain for initial builds. Oh. Biowaste. Oh. I feel like I got more metal than I know what to do with. And it's not like I can't come back to this platform and obtain more resources if I need to. I have
Curtis says I used to feel bad for the broken robots when I first played. Because I thought you could fix them. Curtis says I was a little naive, lol.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I didn't know what to do with them either at first. Then it's like, oh, okay, you want me to dismantle them? Sure. There are people. So if you go to their Discord, channel 37 Discord, they have competitions every week. Yeah. They do have competitions, weekly competitions, and they'll have people do different stuff. So, Topo, thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate you.
Says I've been following their Whitey posts.
Oh, really? Yeah, you need to go on their Discord. Their Discord's phenomenal. They've done a great job with the Discord, and it's funny. Just a lot of the interaction and stuff and creativity. You want to talk about people that are dedicated? Look at the people playing this game. They are so thorough about their builds and what they do at each location. It's like, holy crap. I thought I did a lot. Nope. Okay. We'll go ahead and...
I think I'm in there. I'll have to double check, but Jack is great.
Yeah.
He really cares about this game.
He does. He does. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave this location because for one, it's glitching up, and for two, I want to kind of show you guys the other builds that I've done and stuff like that. Those of you that haven't seen it. So if I do max output, I'll achieve like 42, 43 kilometers an hour. And I'll consume a shit ton of fuel to do it. If I keep it at 75, 76.
Earlier, I was ill over deck and basically watched you play this all day.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Curtis says while and out of sleep.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the streams. We got 22,000 likes, 10 new followers. Thank you so much. And 2,000 dime. Thank you to Richard
Curtis
and
says,
Gordy
I was
for
just
that.
Scrolling and saw this game and was like, what's this?
Yeah, it's a cool game. They've done a lot with it. And they continue to do stuff with it, so. Yeah, see, this whole stabilizer really keeps my ship level. I'm not bouncing all over through the waves.
Curtis says, but when I felt better, I immediately tried the demo and knew I was gonna get the full gain.
Did you see?
Curtis says weight stabilizer.
Yeah, there's hull stabilizers now. So it keeps your ship from rocking back and forth in rough seas. It minimizes, let me put it that way. So like if you notice, even with these minor waves and stuff, my ship's not going, you know, right to left.
Curtis says, okay, I know what I'm doing over the weekend.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. It's right here. So I put mine at the front. I may add another one just to see what happens. So it's right here. That's a hull stabilizer.
Chad K says, do you only have one still?
Yeah, I only have one. Look at how stable it is, Chad. I mean, my ship's not bouncing around
Curtis
or
says,
anything.
wait, that's it. Like it's not even in the water.
No, it just goes on your hull.
Curtis says cruise ships take note of valve.
I know, huh?
Chad K says should do some net fishing.
But all you get is like some basic scrap. I can do that. Oh, my net's already been in there. Hold on a second. Let's see what we caught. I know what we caught. Oh, we got some poop. So that's good.
Curtis says the net needs upgrading. 15 kilograms isn't a lot, especially when you can upgrade other aspects of the ship.
True. I agree. What I want to see is, now that I left that area, if I can do what I originally wanted to do. Nope. I don't know what's going on.
Curtis says, I see you're on controller. Is that because it's better or a comfort thing?
It's a comfort thing. I'm getting better with keyboard and mouse. I've been playing a lot more simulators with keyboard and mouse. But originally, when I started off playing with this game, I started off with controller, and I've just kept it that way. Yeah, the game just doesn't seem happy right now. I don't know what it is. There's something that it just does not like this last update. See, if I go max, let's see where I top out at. I'm at 44, 45. So max I can go quite a bit, but you lose about a liter.
Curtis says, what's your favorite sim game? I'm playing TCG Card Shop right now. Just picked up DTRPG 1.
My favorite for 20, I've told the chat this, my favorite game for 2026 is Last Caretaker. It has been. This is what really got me involved in the crafting aspect of Sims. And then from there, I spawned off onto Icarus and a bunch of other like survival type of crafting games and really enjoy them. I love just the crafting aspect of these. I do have Satisfactory. See, those are the great whites that hunt in packs right there. They're vicious and they hurt your boat.
Of the forest, if you like the survival crafting.
People have told me I should do it. See, those suckers are mean. And they do damage to your ship. Yeah, people have told me I would like Sons of the Forest. I'll probably play that down the line once I get Project Castaway finished, and I've gotten a lot farther in Icarus.
Satisfactory and the New Star one has been recommended to me a bunch.
Yeah, same here. Okay, Lazarus is straight ahead, but because of this wonderful storm, I can't see it. So what I may end up doing, I'm gonna get close enough, and then I'm gonna anchor, let the storm roll through until I can actually see where I'm going. Because I feel like they've toned up the storms quite a bit. I mean, it is to the point where you can't see diddly squat. So we're just about to Lazarus right now. Show you on the map where we're at. So we are here, and Lazarus is just right there. So it's 1 kilometer away.
Curtis says, do you have any tips for dealing with the sharks? I got eaten a bunch, and my arsenal does nothing.
So I run these rounds, the rifle trace rounds. And the reason for them is their explosive tip. They'll take out the sharks. They work really well on them. So, because you can use the sniper rifle. The problem is the rounds for it are titanium. So I don't like using those. The sniper.
Curtis says just unlocked the rifle the last time I played on still early game low.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna need to for the overall aspects of this, you're gonna want to upgrade some of the components. So I have an extender barrel on mine, and then the 30 round mag. And then I've got a red dot sight on here. And then of course the resource display, so you know how many bullets are in there. But the extended barrel makes a big difference on this overall rifle build. So you're gonna want to add those components to it, and then it becomes pretty efficient, I found. Okay, we cleared up. See? What I don't understand is why all of a sudden there must be some other lines that are disconnected or something, because I have more than 1,700 liters. It should be just maxed out at 2,000 liters with the amount of stuff that I have on here. So there's something happening with my fuel supply, but I'll deal with that later. The big sharks are really easy to take out. They look a little different though. They got like little hatches on them now. So it's these smaller great whites you got to watch out for. They're vicious. They literally hunt you and hunt your boat. And when you start to attack them, they start barraging your boat.
Caretaker, the first human is in orbit. That changes everything.
Oh, I haven't been back
Council
here
of
for a
Humanity
while.
Has convened
Curtis
inside the
says, "Oh
Lazarus
boy."
complex. Go see them now. They need to understand what you've done and what you're becoming.
What? I gotta see the Council of Humanity? Oh, that's new.
Curtis says Johnny 5 is alive.
Johnny 5 is alive. Wow, that's different. So I just unlocked something new by coming back to the Lazarus, huh? Okay. Well, I guess I needed to come back here for another mission. Wow, they did a lot with this new update.
Curtis says that's cool.
Yeah, so see, I've got a lot of setup here, power supply and everything else. I'm gonna back up and then I'll anchor in. I never attach the mooring cable. Hey, Danny, thank you so much for liking the live. I appreciate you.
Curtis says this is probably where I shut up and steal ideas.
Yep.
Curtis says, wait, you don't.
No. I do not use mooring cables whatsoever. Okay, I'm gonna power forward a little bit more. Jesus, where'd that storm come from?
Curtis says over their own foul.
Yeah, I know. All right, so I'm gonna save it here at Lazarus, and then we'll go inside and everything else. I'll show you my setup. But I gotta meet with the council, I guess, now, which is a whole new thing. So I don't know what to expect out of this. This is like something new for me. Like I'm being disciplined or something. Let's see, 2 hours, sure. We'll do it there. Let's go take a look. All right, so I got a bunch of these coffee trees in the front of Lazarus. I do have
Curtis
a couple of
says we
solar.
grant you a seat on the council, but do not grant you the rank of master.
Exactly, I know, huh? Let me check these. I haven't been back here in a long time. Okay, we're still at 99%, so we're still producing. So I have coffee trees out here. It's just for aesthetics. But my power supply, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the wind turbines, only 2 of the solar. just to add a little extra oomph. The water tanks out here also supply to the inside if I need them to as a backup
Curtis
reserve.
says it would be pretty cool if the coffee trees could be used as biomass.
I know. I love the coffee trees. So then I have another solar panel over here, and I think I got one more over here. These are just for additional juice, but they don't really do all that much because of the storms. The extra water also supplies for the trees, but this is only functioning when you're at this location. Everything stops when you leave. I also have a power generator here with petrol. I don't really need it, but if there is a likelihood that I need to recharge my internal batteries a little bit more, this will give you a little extra oomph. So the output on this is roughly about 35 kilowatts of power that'll go into your power grid if you want it to. Okay. I have lights here because this keeps slugs from coming into this location.
Curtis says okay that Jenny is big.
Yeah, it is. That's the full size one. I don't know why this is not on. I haven't been home in a while. Like I said, I spent about 20 hours here at this location setting this all up. So I have my water coming up. I also have power. I also have it set up to where I can use my ship power and plug into the grid as well to add additional power, but I don't need that anymore. Okay, so basically in a nutshell, I have all 4 pods completely repaired, ready to rock and roll at any time. Okay, I have a total of how many medium-sized batteries? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 10 medium-sized batteries here. Okay, I have everything that I need up here. So this is the biomass material. What ends up happening is you throw these components into the machine here, and this machine here will spit out what looks like little tofu cubes, and you can see there's different color ones. It's because of the different biomass that went into them. These tofu cubes then go into this machine here, and you can create all your food supplements that you need. These are the main building blocks for your human. Okay, and as you can see, I got a ton of them here. And then these are power adapters. These are lenses. You can add these as you're building, making your fuel. You can add these to these components here, and it uses more electricity, more water, but you'll create duplication units a lot faster. Duplication units meaning, like, say you wanted to build 5 of these, it'll pump out 2 at a time, 3 at a time in a shorter period of time. It doesn't take as long. So the amount of time to cook fuel or food is minimized based off of what you put here. And I have my scrapper here, which is running, which doesn't need to be.
Curtis says the
I
one
have a fabricator.
thing that confuses me with Lazarus is the doors with water connections.
Oh, what confuses you about those? Because all these are the main reason behind this. These, you're talking about these? And
Curtis
these.
says is that using water as a power source or a pass-through.
No, it's just pass-through. So these are each pass-throughs, and the reason for it is so you can close these doors if you wanted to. If you had enemy coming in and stuff like that, you could close the doors and still get your power and water through here if you wanted to. That's the only reason for it.
Curtis says okay, then it doesn't confuse me anymore then.
So this is my setup here. I do have additional power up top. I have wind turbines and solar that are producing power, but because my batteries are charged, it's not really drawing a lot. Okay. And then down below, I'll show you my setup for water. So this is another key component, and a lot of people overdo it, and you don't have to.
Curtis says okay, so you have those wires coming down those stairs to Law.
Yeah. And then down here, you need a lot of power to make humans. You love this game? Yeah, it's fantastic. Okay, so what you have to do, you're gonna see, as you see, I have 3 of these repaired. You don't need that. One of these units will give you enough water supply to supply 3 of these filtration units. And then from there, you just lead everything to tanks. Okay?
Curtis says I haven't figured this area out yet.
Yeah, there's a lot. So the reason for this is similar to adding medium batteries to a location to kind of flatten out and level load the power consumption that's being used. You want to do the same thing for your water. So I have a bunch of tanks down here that are always full and everything else. And keep in mind, this whole operation here is so that I can bring back 4 human seeds and make 4 humans up top without having to worry about running out of power or water at any given time. So all you need is 1. You don't need this other additional pump operating or anything like that. You just need 1 pump feeding into 3 of these saltwater purifiers. That's it. It's clean and it works. The name of the game is Last Caretaker. The Last Caretaker. You should see it at the bottom of your phone. The name of the game is there too.
Curtis says it's The Last Caretaker.
Yeah. And this is the latest update. This is update number 3. So I'll show you a topside, bird's eye view. So you can kind of see the operation from the top. Kinda. It's a bit different. So it's similar but way different. It's a craft builder. It's a survival craft builder. So this is what my operation looks like from the top.
A new follower.
Hey, Big Diesel, thank you for the follow. So everything is all streamlined and clean. Hey, thank you so much for the heartbeat. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. So yeah, so everything's all streamlined. So is Tavos in here? Yeah, Tavos is in here. So Tavos, this is what I was talking about. You just want to build so you can meet whatever it is that you need to produce. So I built this so that I can handle 4 humans, but I didn't overbuild it.
Diesel 6226 says appreciate ya being cool and understanding my questions and respect.
Hey.
Don't get that often.
Hey, that's what I'm here for, man. I'm an old man streamer. I just, you know. And they're questions that I would ask too. And I have asked in the past on various games. Never got answers to. So that's the one thing that I wanted to do. That's why my TTS is on. So when you follow, TTS will read out your comments to me and stuff. I like this interaction. I really do. I love the you know, even though we're not sitting next to each other and stuff like that, I love that interaction. They fixed the stuck boat bug. They fixed a lot of stuff. They optimized a lot of stuff. This is the 3rd new big update.
6226 says I've been going ham on Satisfactory and am liking what I see on this game.
Oh, this game's fantastic.
Curtis
It's
says
phenomenal.
I don't get streamers who hate questions from chat. Like, just don't stream if you don't like talking.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I play a lot of games. I have a Purple App account. I can't say the name because evidently it'll ban me or something like that. I don't know. I do have that account. But I haven't streamed to it in a long time because all I was getting were bots. and it was getting frustrating for me. I streamed to YT. So if you go over to YT, you'll see this stream. I multi-stream to YT. And part of the reason is because it captures all my streams in a VOD type setup, so video on demand type setup. But I stream over there in 1440p.
Big Diesel 6226 says at Curtis exactly, I know, right?
Yeah. So over on YT, if you want to watch it like on your big TV and stuff like that, I stream over there on 1440p. It's basically 2K, and you know, people enjoy that, watching YT on their big screen TV. And then I stream to TT. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to grow my YT community. Once I hit 500 subs over there, then I can have TTS activated over there as well. And then I feel like I'm just communicating with you guys and we're kind of sitting in a room playing a game together, you know? Some people may think I'm kooky for that, but hey, it's me. So I've spent a lot of time optimizing and trying to figure out the best build for this location. The other thing that you'll have happen, so at Lazarus, what has happened in the past, I don't know if they fixed it or not, there's a power glitch issue. So what I mean by that is, say you grab your human seed and it'll be in a big pod when you bring it back to Lazarus, and you load it on the machine and you're like, hey, okay, I powered it up.
Curtis says I don't overly like TTS because of people who abuse it, but that's just me personally.
Yeah, you know what? There are people that abuse it, but I'm pretty quick to get them removed. But for the most part, for like these streams and stuff like that, I haven't had too many problems. I like it because it gives me more of that interaction. And when I'm involved in a game, I can't necessarily always look up at the chat, but I want to keep track of what's happening in there, any questions and stuff like that. So my TTS makes it easier because then I can hear your questions and I can respond while I'm playing. So it's my way of making sure that I'm interacting with you guys, but also, you know, keeping up with everything. So one of the key things is when you bring your seed back here to clone, you'll load them in here. The key mistake as a first timer within here, if there is a power glitch issue, you'll load it in here, you power it up and you think, okay, yeah, hey, everything's good to go.
Curtis says that's good then.
Yeah.
But absolutely, it's a great resource, don't get me wrong. I just have TTS PTSD low.
Hey, no, it's to be expected. I used to as well. So what'll end up happening is you'll load it in here. The computer will power up, but it won't let you do anything. You're like, what the hell's going on? And then you look at your seed. Now, when you load the unit in here, your time on that seed should pause and stop at 1 hour. It should reset at 1 hour and should stay stagnant. There should be no drop in time. If it's still dropping in time, you will lose that seed once the time expires if you do not correct your power glitch issue. So what you do to fix that is you leave your pod in here. You go over to the save point location, wherever that is, that's over here. You go over to your save point location. You hook up to the machine, just like this. You go ahead and save it. And then when you save it, you back out of the game.
Curtis says save stated.
Yeah. You back out of the game. You exit game like this. You come back into it. And when you load back up in here, all the power and everything else should be restored. And you go back to your capsule.
Offer me your energy.
Hey,
I ask
thank
of
you, Jesse,
please.
for saving or sharing the live. When you come back to your capsule, all the bubbles should be activating, and this should be lively, and all your power and water should be working appropriately, and the seed timer should have paused and stopped. And then at that point, you can go ahead and look at your
Please offer me
computer
your energy. I
and
ask
do
of
everything that you need to
please.
do. Hey, Jesse, thank you so much for the shares. I appreciate it. We got 11 new followers, 22,000 likes, and 2,100 diamonds. Thank you so much. So that's how you'll fix this power glitch issue that's in here.
Curtis says, so what do you do with the human things like papers and bears, etc.?
Okay, so that's a fantastic question. So let me see if I have some of those memories. So those are memories that you collect. I used to have, where is it? Here it is. So I have storage here already set up for them. So as you cycle through these, you'll see that each one of these has certain attributes. And they're all called memories, but they're attributes as far as this will add 5 empathy and 5 communication. Okay. This one will just add empathy. This one here will add adaptability and leadership, and they have certain points next to them. What'll end up happening is when you go to build a human on here, you'll open up a full menu, and it's kind of like a recipe. And within there, you'll add so much of that protein shake mix that I was showing you guys earlier. You'll add so much of that, and that adds the skeletal structure, the mental capabilities. It'll add fat content. It'll add growth hormones to them. It'll determine the weight, the size, the age, and how smart that individual is going to be. Okay, with those growth hormones. The attributes then add all the key characteristics, like how logical that person's going to be, how in depth they would be within a leadership
Curtis says
skill.
my caretaker added too much fat to my tank.
Yeah, you can always take it back. You can take it out. You can pause the machine. So those are all the key things, but you're putting together a recipe for building a specific human, like a scientist. You can even make like a deck supervisor, or you can make what they call door stoppers or whatever. And those are like really short individuals. They're not too smart, but they got a lot of brawn in them. You can make maintenance scientists and engineers and all kinds of different things. So it's all based off of the components that you put into here. But these are just memories. So you want to collect these all throughout, because each one of these is going to add a certain type of attribute to your human. And then I'll show you, I have 2 cloned humans in my ship. These are great questions, by the way. So, and as you can see, I have no problem showing you guys the room.
Curtis says so a dwarf. All right, I'm gonna make an army of Gimli.
I have a ton of them up in space. So again, this is why I have wind turbines, because it's always raining. Something's always happening. Okay, so I have 2 humans in here. I have a total of 23 or 24 humans up in space, I think. Like that. We'll take a look at them. Okay, so right here, as you can see, okay, this person...
Curtis says always raining. Must be Scotland.
Must be. So the weight is 142 kilograms, strength is 177, so he's like a Hulk. He's going to live to be 187 years old. The intellect, so extremely smart, 192 up there on the scale. And the height, about 160 centimeters. The wisdom, they have 13. Patience, they have 10. Logic, they have 10. Discipline, they have 10. And adaptability, they have 7. So the overall profession is going to be a field research scientist. And the mutation, they have telomerase syndrome, cerebral hyperconnectivity. So basically they're telepathic, I think. Pretty cool, huh? And then this one over here, if I can get to him. This one here
Curtis
is
says sounds like
Bruce Banner.
Endgame when he's mixed with the Hulk.
Yeah, I know, huh? This one's going to be 92 kilograms, 157 in strength, so pretty strong. Life expectancy is 174 years. Intellect is 208.3, so super smart. Height is 209 centimeters, so he's going to be a giant, basically. He's got 43 wisdom, 10 patience, 25 logic, 28 leadership, 12 focus, 49 empathy, 19 discipline. Creativity is 19, 20 in communication, and 37 in adaptability. So he's got a lot of those
Curtis
memories.
Has more patience than me own pal.
Yeah, I know. So he is going to be a station quartermaster, and he does not seem to have any other like weird thing happening with him. So yeah, so like I was saying, when you have a seed, you're going to set the seed next to an empty module that's going to look like this, a container. When you set it up next to it, the seed is going to suck inside of it. You have an hour, or sometimes you only have like 40 minutes to get that seed within this container into one of those stations for cloning. And the counter will count down and everything else. Once you've cloned them, there is no more counter. So I can hold on to these guys. And like I said, on my last launch, I think I actually launched like 20 of them. Something
Curtis
like that.
says, what if you keep them separate until you get back there?
You can keep them separate. Once you stop that clock, you don't have to worry about them. The only problem is they're going to continue to consume energy and resources, and you can't leave this location until you clone them, because once you leave the location, everything shuts down, but those seeds will end up dying because they're not getting any life support or anything else. So over here, my Pecos unit is now loading up for some reason. Now it's weird. So right here, whenever it decides to load it up, these are the people that I already have in. So I've got 21 humans in space. I have two
Curtis
more
says
down
I need
below,
the tank
and I lost
seed so
some.
the timer doesn't start.
Yeah. So you can leave them on that unit, but you eventually are gonna end up running out of resources if you don't have the area set up proper. So if you have the area set up like me, you can take your time in building your humans, and you don't have to worry about, oh man, I'm running out of electricity or water or anything like that. You don't have to worry about that. So I like how they've named all these different people now. Each one that I've sent up there, and it tells you how many days in space they've been up there. That's pretty cool. So they've kind of updated this portion of the process. So yeah, I've got 21 humans in space. I've done a total of 25 humans. I did lose 4 humans, and it was because of the power glitch issue. Now it does have a value of 203.9. I don't know what that means. So that's something new as well that they've added in here. So, all right, chat. I'm going on streaming 9 hours today. I'm pretty spent, but I appreciate you guys. If you guys log in tomorrow morning, 8:15 to 8:30 time frame, Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, damn GG.
Yeah. If you log in tomorrow morning at 8:15 to 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, I'll be on Roadcraft. I'm going to be opening up the server around 8:30 for followers to join me on one of the maps. We got a lot to do on there and stuff, but the Roadcraft ones are pretty interactive. They're crazy. I get a lot of people from all over the world joining me on those. So it's a lot of fun. So I look forward to seeing you guys. If not, I will be on again tomorrow night playing Last Caretaker. We'll continue on with the missions. Oh, I'm supposed to go see the council, aren't I? Okay, we'll do that tomorrow night. I'm supposed to go see the council while I'm here. So.
A new
Hey,
follower.
Tommy, thank you so much for the follow. We got 12 new followers tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Curtis
you.
says I only have the maps fully done on Roadcraft.
Oh, really? Yeah, I've got quite a few done. I think I've got 8 of the 12 done. So there's 12 maps with the latest DLC that just came out. The other ones I've worked on, I just haven't completed them. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. You guys have been fantastic. I appreciate you. If you have more questions or
Curtis
comments,
says I spend way too long rebuilding roads and factories.
nah, you can never spend too much time. That's what these games are about. They're about making them for you. You know, so that's why I love these crafting open sandbox types of games, because you can really kind of do your own thing. Yeah, you can do the quests and stuff, but kind of go off and do your own thing, build your own areas the way you want to.
No right or wrong way.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what's cool about it. Everyone's got a different way to play it. They end up with the same outcome, but they got different ways of playing the game, and it's fantastic just to see those and hear those overall excuse me, hear those overall interactions. So I appreciate each and every one of you.